Okay, ready? Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for May 15th, 2025, to order at 7:03 p.m. On roll call, we have council members Fasolo,
Here.
Golubek,
Here.
Sampson,
Here.
Sheridan,
Here.
Choisey,
Here.
Council President Pellegrin,
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing out there? Good? All right, positive vibe in the room, that's what we want. We have an interesting evening. We'll be honoring a young lady that hasn't arrived yet, so this ought to be good. I guess, isn't that like a Hollywood entrance? You come in a little late? Has to be. Oh, I think she's arriving now. Okay. If we had a spotlight, we'd put it on her, but we can't. So, it's all good. So, before we do that, though, could everybody please rise for a prayer and flag salute? And blessing our meeting tonight will be Mohammed.
God Almighty, you have allowed us the opportunity to come together to serve the city of Elmwood Park, its citizens. Grant us mercy, guidance. Bestow your mercy and your guidance upon the mayor, the council, and shower them and their families with good health. And specifically our chief, grant him strength, quick recovery. Grant us all, the citizens of Elmwood Park, understanding of the task that these great people are doing, and for us to assist them in their tasks, and for us to be understanding of all the outcomes. I pray in your name, the name of the Father, and the name of the Creator of all things, Creator of Adam, Eve, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. In your name we pray always. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Want me to speak about the girl? I know about the Lord. And
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah. Okay, I think our celebrity has arrived. And she brought a busload of people with her, too. The bus is parked right outside, right? Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now, therefore be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing a special notice in the Record, in Herald News, and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on January 3rd, 2025, and published on January 8th, 2025.
First up, we have approval of minutes. We have the April 3rd, 2025 work session, April 3rd, 2025 executive session, April 17th, 2025 special executive session, and the April 17th, 2025 regular meeting.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So move.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Councilman Fasolo, second by Council President Pellegrin. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Choisey,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next up, we have a presentation for the Certificate of Achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this certificate is for Kiana Alvarez for her outstanding wrestling accomplishments. She was the North 1 regional champ, the county champ, and placed 6th in the state. She also set the school record for girls wrestling wins in a year, which equals 23. Now, Kiana, raise your hand, please. There you are. What I'd like to do, maybe as a fundraiser, is stage an event where you and a former wrestler, Mike Foligno. And I'm sure we can raise some money with that. Would you be interested in doing that if you had to? Okay, Mike, start beefing up, Mike. Speaking of Mike Foligno, would you like to say something, Mike?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. So this is an amazing accomplishment as Shion Torelli walks in the room late. Shion, push-ups at the end. Amazing accomplishment. Kiana, I know her and her family very well for many years, since she's a little tyke. But wrestling is a sport that teaches life lessons, right? As does mixed martial arts, all combat sports, all sports in general. But this particularly teaches life lessons because it's you against your opponent with nobody to help you, right? So Kiana has embraced that role. She has an amazing family, amazing support system. Pablo and Jess, raise your hands. Great family. Hey, yeah, you too, Isaac. Get him up, baby. Look at that little boy there. And friends and family. So she has done an amazing job. She dedicated herself to the sport, and the proof shows, right? She brought home a medal to the Borough of Elmwood Park. And I am an alumni. I'm a former Elmwood Park Crusader wrestler, and it's very near and dear to my heart. And this family is very near and dear to my heart. So congratulations. Keep up the good work. Keep training. Her dad will not, take anything less than 100%, 5 days a week. So good job. Congratulations. And Mayor, can she come up and get her certificate?
Yes.
All right, come on up.
Michael, before we do that, Councilman Fasolo, please.
Do it now, yeah. Thank you, Mayor. Before we present the certificate, I want to take a moment to recognize an outstanding young athlete who has made the entire Elmwood Park community proud. Kiana, your accomplishments this season speak volumes. North 1 Region Champion, County Champion, and a 6th place finish in the entire state. On top of that, you set a new school record with 23 wins in a single season for girls wrestling. That's not just success, it's history. Let's give a round of applause for her.
Kiana, on behalf of the mayor and council, for your outstanding wrestling accomplishment, dedication, and hard work has led you to amazing success. Congratulations. We're going to have the council all speak on Kiana, and then we'll come back and take the oath, okay? Councilman Sampson, please.
Kiana, I just want to thank you and wish you congratulations and wish you all the best in your future. Elmwood Park is a flourishing and proud community, and it's because of the spirit of the people like you that make us continue to get stronger and better, and especially when I see it in young people. So again, thank you for your steadfast courage and your outstanding performance, and I wish you well in the future.
Mr. Fasolo, do you want to go?
Ken, I just want to personally congratulate you on your accomplishments, not only the championship and the record-setting wins, but on making your entire community proud. You've represented Elmwood Park with strength, heart, and excellence. To your parents and your coaches, give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for your continued dedication to our youth. Kiana's success is not only an inspiration to our youth, but it inspires us to reinvest and expand the wrestling programs in town and bring it back to greatness for our future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fasolo. Mr. Gollenbeck.
To Kiana and your whole family, as a fellow Elmwood Park graduate, this is absolutely awesome. Anytime Elmwood Park is on the map for something positive and a championship we all benefit from it, and it's really cool. I know girls wrestling is one of the fastest and largest growing sports in the state of New Jersey, in the country, and it's even more special that you're an early winner in this growing sport. And I hope 5, 10, 20 years from now, the kids at Elmwood Park High School know of your story and what you accomplished. So congratulations again.
Tracy?
Congratulations, Kiana, on all of your outstanding wrestling accomplishments. Not only are you, breaking through glass ceilings for yourself, you're blazing trails for all of the young female athletes that will come after you. Congratulations, and I wish you continued success.
Councilwoman Sheridan?
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations, Kiana. Keep up the good work. You are amazing. And I'd like to say thank you to the family for getting her to where she had to be to what she is today. Thank you very much.
Council President Lorraine
Congratulations, Kiana,
Pellegrini.
on all your accomplishments in wrestling. You're just amazing. We all are so proud of you and all of your success. You've proved that determination and hard work truly pays off. Keep your hard work going and know that your community is so very proud of you. Enjoy this special recognition. You truly earned it. Congratulations to the whole family. And I happened to Google your name when we were going to do this. And oh my God, you are all over the internet. I couldn't get enough of reading about you. You really have paved the way for so many young athletes. And I was just I never met you, but I was so proud of you, reading all about you, and I was excited to meet you tonight and to honor you here. So congratulations again, and to all of your family who helped her get to where she is. A round of applause for you also.
Well, you reap what you sow. You put the work into it, put the energy into it, sacrifice. Culmination of all that put together is success. That's what I feel sports do to our nation, our town. It's a boot camp of life. Some of us will go on to the service and experience really boot camp, but for the rest of us, this is an excellent form of learning who you are, number one, who the people next to you are, and what you're going to become. It's outstanding here to see the family behind the person. My father-in-law said something to me early on. He said, friends will come and go, he says, but your family will always be there. And I think there's a great exhibit of that here this evening. So how about a hand for the parents and the friends? What do they say? It takes, to raise a child, the whole village, right? It takes a village. There you go. And I think our council people all hit on strategic points about your achievement. So, damn the torpedoes and full steam ahead. Yeah. Guys, you come up there with us. You guys stay down there. We don't want him blocking the mayor out. We're going to take a short 2-minute recess.
Sign that now, Tracy? Or you can put it to the side, so you want to talk about it later.
Okay, Mayor, after our recess, I would like to reestablish a quorum for the May 15th, 2025 Mayor and Council regular meeting. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Fasolo,
Here.
Golubek,
Here.
Sampson,
Here.
Sheridan,
Here.
Troisi,
Here.
Council President Pellegrin,
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have reestablished
Almost
a quorum.
forgot I was here.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have ordinances on first reading. We have Resolution R-159-25, introduced ordinance 25-11 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting Borough Code Section 2-66, restricted areas to address municipal building access, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, June 12, 2025, at 7:00 p.m. or soon thereafter, as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mike, you want to break this down just a little bit? Oh, I'm sorry.
I will do so. Your Honor. So this is to address access to the building. Right now, there's no ordinance in place that permits the borough to designate portions of Municipal Hall as a restricted area. So that's intended to do that. It will essentially result in signs being posted in certain areas informing the public that this portion of the building is off public access and limit them from being able to see those places. So once the ordinance is passed, I believe the chief will be going around with the appropriate borough officials to figure out what appropriate areas need to be designated, and there'll be signs posted then.
There'll be signage posted, yeah. It makes sense, because those people don't know, and they come through the area, it's restricted.
Yeah, so some areas are offices that have confidential records that need to be shielded, obviously. So this will just clarify and add some heightened protection for that.
Okay. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Fasolo. On roll call, we have Council Members Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-160-25, introduced ordinance number 25-12 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending section 7-21, multi-way stop intersections to add stop signs on Finsec Avenue/Bank Street, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, June 12, 2025, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter, as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Basically, this is a stop sign request. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Fasolo. On roll call, we have Council Members Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-161-25, introduced ordinance number 25-13 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending section 7-20, stop intersections to add a stop sign on Elmwood Terrace at Glenwood Avenue, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, June 12, 2025, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter, as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk, being and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Once again, this is a stop sign request. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have ordinances on second reading. We have Resolution R-162-25, introduced ordinance number 25-09 on second reading, whereas a public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Section 7-20, stop intersections to add stop signs on Grove Street at Viveny Street was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, April 17, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Section 7-20, stop intersections to add stop signs on Grove Street at Viveny Street, pass on final reading.
Motion to open to the public.
Second.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I will close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-163-25, introduced ordinance number 25-10 on second reading, whereas a public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance by the Mayor and Council amending the Borough of Elmwood Park Code of Ordinances to repeal Chapter 28 Flood Damage Prevention, to adopt a new Chapter 28, to adopt flood hazard maps, to designate a flood plan administrator, and providing for severability and an effective date, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, April 17, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance by the Mayor and Council amending the Borough of Elmwood Park Code of Ordinances to repeal Chapter 28 Flood Damage Prevention, to adopt a new Chapter 28, to adopt flood hazard maps, to designate a flood plan administrator, and providing for severability and an effective date, passed on final reading.
May I have a motion to open to the public?
Second.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I will close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have our consent agenda. We have the following resolutions. Resolutions R-164-25, approval of payroll. R-165-25, approval of bills list. R-166-25, resolution authorizing tax exemption for disabled veteran, 33 Lincoln, AKA Block 401, Lot 24. R-167-25, resolution authorizing tax exemption for disabled veteran, 385 Mola Boulevard, AKA Block 1113, Lot 37. R-168-25, resolution to refund tax exempt veteran. R-169-25, resolution to refund tax exempt veteran. R-170-25, resolution to refund tax exempt veteran. R-171-25, authorized release of escrow. R-172-25, authorized proposal for professional services, Alignment Group, Market Street improvements. R-173-25, appointment of Fair Housing Special Counsel. R-174-25, appoint municipal medical physician / medical provider Michael Kelly. R-175-25, appointment of Public Safety Telecommunicator Police Department Kevin Parisi. R-176-25, appointment of OEM Deputy Coordinator. R-177-25, appointment of OEM Deputy Assistant Coordinator. R-178-25, appoint part-time seasonal worker Department of Public Works. R-179-25, appoint part-time seasonal worker Department of Public Works. R-180-25, appoint part-time seasonal worker Building Department. R-181-25, appointment of Recreation Department staff. R-182-25, approve Elmwood Park Fire Department stipend program, first quarter compensation. R-183-25, appointment of library board member. R-184-25, resignation of firefighters. R-185-25, leave of absence of firefighter. R-186-25, hiring employees to staff the Elmwood Park Emergency Medical Service Unit. And R-187-25, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
Motion on the consent agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrini, second by Councilman Sampson. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Fasolo,
I need to recuse on 182-25, 184-25, and 185-25. Yes to the rest.
okay, Councilman Gollbeck,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Troisi,
Recusing on 182-25, 184-25, and 185-25, yes to the rest.
okay, and Council President Pellegrini.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have departmental reports. We have the Library Board meeting minutes from March 17th, 2025, the Board of Health meeting minutes from March 10th, 2025, and the Zoning Board meeting minutes from March 26th, 2025.
May I have a motion to accept the departmental report?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Okay. Yeah, good job. Okay, Mayor, at this time, this concludes my portion of the meeting. I will turn it over to you for council reports.
Mr. Fasolo.
Thank you, Mayor. It's going to be short tonight. I'd like to congratulate Jeannie on your appointment to the library board. Well deserved. I know you'd served that board very well. You're very informed. So congratulations. Progress, Mayor.
Mr. Golombek?
Now, we all have to congratulate you, because if we don't, it looks bad. But even though you know how we all feel about you, so welcome aboard. I remember you've been going to meetings, I mean, like, when the lady from Wayne was involved, so you've been going for many, many years. I encourage the residents to attend the Memorial Day Parade. It's a beautiful, beautiful tradition in Elmwood Park that we still keep going, but we need the attendance to stay strong, and especially for our newer residents. So whatever we as council members, as a community, can to advertise that would be a very positive thing. Thank you, Mayor. Progress.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Sampson.
Yes, Mayor. Councilman Gollbeck and I met with council regarding the shade tree ordinance. We're going to work to revamp that. There's a couple minor adjustments that we're working on that. It was a successful and a great meeting. Finance Committee met today. We paid the bills, myself and Pam, I'm sorry, Councilwoman Troisi. Burgers with the Blues tomorrow, so the chief is buying everybody burgers. So that's 1 to 4 behind Steve's on Dye Avenue, right in front of Mosquito Jungle. We all know where it is. Last night's fire. So as we all slept, as the borough slept, being protected by the blanket of coverage that our finest and our bravest provide us, there was a report of a fire in the apartment area on Iozia Terrace, Chief? Yes, sir. Iozia Terrace. And the fire department responded at 4, and the fire was brought under control at about 5:28. We got some mutual aid assistance. What I really want to remind everyone is that these volunteer firefighters got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they worked till the fire was out. Then they got the trucks back ready to respond again, and they went to their own jobs. So this is a sacrifice that occurs regularly. I talk about the weekends, I talk about the holiday periods, and again, in the middle of the night, they got up to serve our borough, and they did a great job. And that can't go unnoticed or unrecognized. Thank you to our bravest. For outside activities, the ARP meeting was last Thursday. It went well. Homeowners trip is to Wind Creek is on 5/23. Linda Colombini runs that. You can contact myself or Linda for tickets. She has tickets available. Next Elks Breakfast is the first Sunday in June, and that's 6/1, and that's always an excellent meal at a good price. Jeannie, congratulations. We missed you at the last breakfast. You actually went on a cruise. I mean, really. The whole corner of the room was empty, though. So other than that, Mayor, progress, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Eric. Eric, we got a bus trip coming from the homeowners, right? Could you elaborate about that, please?
Yeah, that's the one I just spoke of. That's on the homeowners bus trip to Wind Creek on 5/23, which is next Friday, not tomorrow, but the Friday after. It's $50 with $35 back to the participants. Like I said, you can reach out to myself or Linda Colombini directly, and there are tickets available.
Thank you. Councilwoman Sheridan.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to remind everybody, Councilman Gollenbeck already did about the Memorial Day Parade, the fire that was yesterday. Thank God for our #1 fire department. I give them a lot of credit. I mean, they are just outstanding. I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention.
Terry, was anyone hurt during either residents or fire people?
No, everybody got out, everybody's fine. Red Cross was here today. 2 families are, without, but hopefully they'll get the electric back tonight and everything will work out.
Thank you.
Thank God for our fire department.
Councilwoman Troisi?
Well, I guess I have to congratulate Jeannie, so congratulations. And I will confirm you were very missed on Sunday. That like Councilman Sampson said, the entire corner was empty, so we did miss you. But welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Summer camp still has some spots open, and they will have registration open until June the 13th or until they reach capacity. The Off the Rails Pro Wrestling event is scheduled to be held on Saturday, May 31st. The tickets are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Doors open at 6, and the bell rings at 7. EP Bombers football and cheerleading registration is open. You can visit www.epbombers.com. And the Bombers are also holding a cheerleading clinic on June 7th and 8th. The cost is $25 a day, and you can register for that on Community Pass. The next rec board meeting is May 19th at 7:30. For my Board of Ed update, re-registration for grades 3, 5, 8, and 10 has to be completed by June 6th. And then in addition to Memorial Day, the schools will be closed on May 23rd and 27th for unused snow days. School will also be closed on June 10th for teachers in service and June 19th for Juneteenth. Their senior awards ceremony will take place on June 6th. And the deadline to apply for the softball and the Homeowners Association scholarships is tomorrow. And I am looking forward to celebrating our youth of significant achievements on Sunday, the 18th at the Elks. And the next Board of Ed meeting is Tuesday, May 20th. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council President Pellegrini.
Yes, a few things, Mayor. First, congratulations, Jeannie. Anything you take on, you always do great with. You're very serious about your roles, and we appreciate you. Board of Health update, our free rabies clinic for dogs and cats was held last evening. 38 dogs and 9 cats were vaccinated. Their next meeting will be held on Monday, June 9th at 7 p.m. Police update, Eric already said that, but I just want to say I go every year, and it's a great opportunity for all of our residents to come together with our police department, get to know them, great food and great fun and great conversation. So please come out and be there for our police department. Let me see. I'm sorry. The new Elmwood Park Chamber of Commerce, their next event will be the 5K and 1 mile strut for charity. The date is May 18th, location Birchwood Park, time 12 p.m. For more information on this event, go to their website at www.elmwoodparkchamber.org. Come join us for a very special event to help others. Their next meeting will be held on Tuesday, May 20th at 6:30 p.m. at our local VFW. And then our Residents Assistance Program update last Sunday, the Azez volunteers did their annual spring cleanup in our community. Over 30 volunteers were on hand to get the job done. We thank them, and we thank our police officers for helping that day to keep everyone safe. Also, the volunteers asked if Mayor Coletti would stop by, and he did, and he personally thanked all of the volunteers for their dedication to our community. And you just had to see the kids. The mayor's here, the mayor's here. It didn't matter I was there or anybody else. It was just they wanted to shake hands with the mayor, and he spoke with each one of them, and it was just a good feeling.
Finally, I found some friends.
And then lastly, regarding the unfortunate fire early this morning, I wanted to thank all of our first responders for all their heroic actions. You're all truly heroes to us. And to the families displaced, know that our community is here to help you. Our Residents Assistance Program team has already spoke to some of them, and we're ready to work with the Red Cross to help them. So anything they need, Angela Fava went down and met a couple of the families, and whatever they're going to need, whether it's gift cards for food or anything else we can help with, that's why we have that program, and we'll be there to help them. And I just want to say, as a community, we're always there to help each other, and together we always stand strong. It's not just in good times, but anytime something happens or there's a family in need in this community, everyone up here rallies together to make sure those families get what they need. And that's like the greatest gift to me, being on this team, is that we may all differ at times, but every time there's a situation where people need help, we all rally together and we do the right thing for everybody. So that warms my heart. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry people are going through this, but I want them to know that whether they call us tomorrow, next week, 6 months from now, we are here as a community, and we will work very hard to help them through whatever difficulties they're going through. Thank you, Mayor. Progress.
Thank you. Yeah, Lorraine, I was amazed today watching the emails going back and forth. Red Cross is involved, our people are involved, spontaneously like that, no hesitation. Great effort. And getting back to the children, I believe not one of them were from Elmwood Park. They came from other towns to clean our town. I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And you're doing a wonderful job with that. Stay the course. I know I don't have to tell you that. It's your love, and it's your soul. So, all right. Memorial Day, yes, we cannot forget that. Daniel, it's a big day for our country, big day for our town. We always like to have a festive air about it. We have our police department, our fire department, all different organizations in town will be represented. We need for you people to come out and enjoy the festivities, and also pay attention to what we're there for, which is the remembrance of all those that have served and died for our country. So it's a solemn day, but it's a great, exciting day also. I get mixed feelings on that day. And Jeannie Freitag, let me tell you, this young lady here, when you talk about the library, if there was a library dictionary and you looked under and saw her name, would be right there under library. That's how suited she is for this job. And we couldn't have asked for a better person. Coming from your family that's been dedicated, your husband was dedicated, and now your son. It's a family of dedication and very smart. And I'm glad we got you there, Jeannie. All right, I believe that's it for me. Let's move on. Motion to open the floor to the public. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public here to speak? I see we have an old friend amongst us. Kenny, you got to hit the button.
Okay, I know.
It's got to turn red.
That is?
Yes.
Hi, Mayor and Councilman and Councilwoman. I have a couple of things to tell you. One, I want to tell you something. I like the new park you built that in the right by the railroad tracks on Mill Road.
Yes.
I mean on Muller Drive. I want to tell you, Mayor, I got a good name for that little park. We should name that Mayor Muller Park.
Well, I'm sure that's appropriate, but it's been named already.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's dedicated to the veterans of the Vietnam War.
Oh,
So, and not only that, we do have Mola Boulevard,
I know, but
and then we also have the Mola Library.
right,
So, not to say that he doesn't deserve another,
right.
but it's a little too late for that.
All right. No, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
All right, I got another news for you and girls, and you'll be surprised at what I'm gonna say. Guess what? Liz Morgan now gonna be in the movies. Yep, she's gonna be a movie star.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we had her here, and we recognized her, right, Mike? No, we haven't?
I'm actually, Mayor, I'm in talks with her representatives and the WWE to get her scheduled here because they were out in Europe
Oh,
for, was it WrestleMania last?
Right, right.
So all of March, they were in Europe for their, yeah, well, yeah, they would have to find a schedule for her. So
but she's
once they
gonna
get back
be
to
a movie
me,
star now.
oh yeah, well, once they get back to me, they want to schedule something so she could be honored here. So we'll wait to hear what they say.
Good, buddy. Keep going with that. Good. I'm happy for you that did that for me. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
We did it just for you, Kenny.
Right. Now, what else I want to tell you? Chief, we have a problem in town. Because nobody watching what's going on the roads anymore. I see a lot of turnarounds on Local Street going down, the one-way street. Yes, I see a lot of that.
Do me a favor, get the license plate, email it to me, or call and stop in and we'll move it.
I keep yelling at these people, and I tell them turn around.
Just get their license plate, we'll take care of it.
Yeah. But I just want to tell you that. I just want to tell you that. And Mayor, there's one little thing that you don't know. There's one side street right behind your building here, and no name on the street.
No, there's no sign on the corner?
No, nothing.
Elmhurst, yeah.
It is Amherst?
Can we get something on there, Mike?
Now,
Very good, Kenny.
Mike and Bob, one thing to tell you, please, I gotta tell you something, the truth. We had a stop sign on Mulberry Street where the City Hall parking lot was. Well, it is now. But the problem is, it was knocked down and never put back up. Right in the corner. Where you put that big sign, it said, no parking. There used to be a stop sign there, many years ago. And you took it down because somebody hit it, and then we were able to put it back up.
You gotta find out if there's an ordinance for it. If there's not, then you have to do an ordinance and then put the sign up.
But there was one there.
I know, but that don't mean that it was an ordinance. We'll check into it.
Yeah, but I just want to tell you the reason why I'm saying that. Cars still coming out, the other way, and they'll stop, and you got two ways they're gonna go, no stopping. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to tell you, there used to be a stop sign there. I know that. as a
Very
fact.
good, Kenny. That's two items you brought to our attention.
Yeah, I just want to tell you, I know things. And another thing, Mayor, we need to fix Center Street. That road is very bad. It's all potholes.
What street is that? South Center?
That road is very bad. It's underneath the bridge and everywhere. That whole thing is really bad.
Okay, we'll get it on the list. I'm not promising you it's going to happen tomorrow.
I know,
But we'll get it on the list.
It needs a fix really bad. If we even maybe fix the potholes, maybe it'd be better.
Yeah. at least-
Because there's other big holes there, right there.
Okay. Our business agent wrote it down.
So I'm just trying to tell you things. What need to be done? This town needs a lot of fixing. There's a lot of things, things that nobody does.
Well, with good residents like you pointing it out to us, you keep us on our toes.
That's right, that's what I'm here for, to help you out.
All right, Kenny.
And, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good seeing you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Anyone else care to speak from the audience?
Want to thank everyone for the kind words and for the votes, but I'm up here to make a public service announcement. This Sunday, EPIC and the Elmwood Park Historical Society will be having a trivia day at the library. Can be teams of up to 4 people, $10 a person or $30 per team. We're having a professional group do it gratis for us, which is very nice. And it's the same people that do the one at the Garfield Library. So if you know anyone that's interested in trivia or you can help spread the word, I'd appreciate it. It's at 1 o'clock at the library. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that. As a matter of fact, each and every meeting, if you would bring us up to date with the library, I would appreciate it. Nobody knows better than her. Anyone else care to speak? If not, I will close the public portion. May I have a motion to go into executive?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night.
Whereas the open public meeting
Actually, they
at...
can stay if they wanted, right? 'Cause- Are we going to take action?
We didn't take it, actually, it's just executive. We're not
Executive.
coming back out.
We're coming back out.
We're not.
We're not coming back out. Okay.
Okay. Whereas the Open Public Meeting Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss attorney-client privilege information, litigation, legal reports, and negotiations, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting.